Hey guys, I'm literally just here to say hello. I'm thinking, I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this actually. I'm thinking I want to cook, but I'm like, it's hot. It's hot out. It's not, it's hot. It's muggy. I think I want to say it's muggy. I think it's better to say that. But I hope you guys had a great day. I know everybody had a hard week. But, keep pushing. Yeah, so other stuff. Let's see. So, I was using all these natural hair products. You know, with natural hair products, you gotta use all these different products until you finally find one that suits you. But when your hair keeps growing or it keeps changing, you gotta keep changing products. You know what I found? I think the only thing I'm looking for now is like, I don't know. I don't know. I can't figure out what I want to do now. I don't want no tight. I don't like I don't want no tight curls. I'll wear those around the house because your hair literally does nothing but grow. Literally. If you don't touch your hair, it grows. It just grows. I think that's sometimes why we having issues with our hair. Literally, just let it grow. Especially if you ain't going nowhere, uh, let that grow. Okay. I'm gonna show up fly when I need to. I did get some. Oh, what is that little ant? I don't like that. Ew. That's the only thing I don't like is like, ew, what? Be ants and stuff. Like, it's annoying. Like, you can't even, ew, I love the outside, but I ain't really like, Anyway, I'm literally here. I only been up here 1 minute and 55 seconds. But, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so I was looking at my hair products and stuff like that. Keeping it really simple. It actually works better. I take my hair vitamin, and it ain't even a hair vitamin. But I do take a hair vitamin for extra biotin and stuff like that. Multivitamin. And I drink a ton of water. I've always been a big water person. Always. I think that really helps with your skin, too. Water. So, I'm a water person. I'm a fruit. If I could... y'all, I know. Okay. Where y'all going? Okay. Otherwise... I don't know. I just feel like I've always been like a big fruit person, a big water person. I like that stuff. I think it's. Well, first of all, it tastes good, and you don't really have to worry too much about heart attacks and all this other stuff. I mean, we could all do better. Myself as well, but I mean, I do eat quite a bit of fruit. I'm actually addicted to fruit. Like, I don't know, but don't eat the wrong. Don't eat fruit in front of the wrong people. Oh no, something's wrong with you. You ought to be eating the chitlins that we eating. It's freaking, you know. Never mind. You know what I mean. I know me. You know exactly what I mean. These people out here with diabetes and everything else, and they telling you what to eat. Okay, now you take that and apply it to any situation you want. Listening to these crazy people. My body telling me that I need to get up and walk, that's what I'm going to do. I ain't going to sit up and eat some more chicken. Ain't nothing wrong with eating when you're hungry. I mean, eat when you're hungry. Don't overeat if you can. If you want to live, you're not going to overeat. Freaking, what do you call them things? Bunions? No, them bonbons. They still sell those? Listen. If they still sell bonbons, I'm getting some bonbons. I'm going to tear them suckers up. And a pizza. I got big dreams. Pizza and bonbons. Sometimes I wonder, though. I'm like... I mean, I don't know. I just feel like I had a very... I don't know what this is. I don't want to call my life fortunate at all. I don't know what this is. I'm blessed to be alive. Let's put it that way. But I've encountered many places, restaurants, chefs. They cook well. I like what I like no matter what. I don't think my point is, it's like if I got rich or something like that, I can't see my taste changing. I don't care for caviar. I find it gross. I don't like that. And I'm sure there's way more expensive, I guess, delicacy, whatever that is. I just, I'm sure this, and I'm sure I wouldn't eat them. So that's the point. To me, it's like, what's the name of that show? They had this show called Survivor. Now I don't know if the show is still on because, like I said, I try not to. It's not that I try not to watch TV. It's just that at some point, TV to me became the same. If I could afford cable, which I could afford cable, but for some reason it just didn't interest me. I was more interested in like historical pieces and things like that. So that's why I gravitated to like I've always, that's what I like. I love music. I like movies, but I don't watch movies on a regular basis at all. I used to go to this cinema at Yale. It was like all international movies. So, oh my goodness, the experiences that I had here alone, like, I don't know, I've just always been like a very international person, so I don't know, but that's kind of where I'm from, right? So I don't know, it's weird. So even with cable, I really didn't have an interest in it. So when I went down to, I think T-Mobile was giving out Netflix or something, right? And we ain't gonna go into what happened there. We already know what happened with them, right? You know, their string of people they had down there, which I put out the video proof of the man that did it. I told you, I'm gonna lead you right to your jail cell. I'm gonna tell all the detectives in town, right store would have found you down the street. All of them crazy people. But otherwise, I thought T-Mobile was a good company. I really enjoyed that piece of it. But I also realized that every company or whatever, they're always gonna have these people that decide to do some dumb stuff on the side. Always. I mean, even when you look at these authorized retailers, it's like there's so much stuff. My point is, I feel like things need to be streamlined. There needs to be some way for us to be able to eliminate third parties from having access to certain information. It's rampant. Literally, and I've said this, we do not have any control over this. This identity stuff, hacking, no control. But also, we're in a place that really people didn't invest in their educations, right? Right? And I'm talking about, I feel like America definitely needs to do more to get us ready, especially with AI. And how do you combat what is real, what is fake? Like, you need some experts that you need to be training now on it. And so far, the only experts that I see are the people who do this every single day. So your content creators are going to be your best friends. You either make friends with us or you don't. All right? Because those are your experts and you know it. All right? In addition to the hackers, they're your friends too. At some point, they used to hire hackers. They used to hire them right out of high school. Right? The ones that would beat the system. And that was back at the time where if you downloaded music, they would send the cops to the house. It was like, look at it. I forget the name. It was like Green or whatever the name of the... They sending cops to the house. Your kid downloaded music. So it was a whole bunch of stuff. And I feel like, obviously, we've advanced since then. I feel like they understood that at some point, they don't want you to download illegal music. But you also... I feel like people were getting pissed about that, like the kids, and they were losing people, right? So eventually music becomes free. At the end of the day, they realize they can't beat the system, and I feel like it's the same thing here. The only thing is, here, we never tried to beat the system. We never tried to, that I see. I don't know what programs they have or what's going on, but, I mean, even now, I'll look at AI videos, and, some of them are obviously fake. Others, I think to me, and I'm not trying to be funny, but to me, when I see things that are obviously ridiculous, right? It looks like a comic book when I put it out, right? So I'll put out a 3 skit and it'll have somebody's face. You look at the 3 pictures, it tells a story. It's like, this story is off, but the facial expressions of the people in the photos, it's like a live comic book. It's funny. So to me, it's like, it's comedy. And we don't have no choice. What are we gonna do? Literally, what are we gonna do about it? I mean, these people crazy, but at the end of the day, what can we do about it? Educate people, right? Show people when stuff is fake. I don't know, but to me, it looks like there's some agenda. It's like they want it this way. I don't know. This cashless society stuff, I'm concerned about that. Very concerned, especially with the overuse of AI, where it can pick up your voice, have the same voice as you. Right, but these weird pictures and the mouth moving all weird. I don't know what software that is, and I don't know if that's a joke, but, some of the older AI videos that I've seen, they're like, this is obviously, this is fake and it's obvious, but again, see, but the thing is, they keep doing these things. It's like this thing where they're like, okay, we need to make We need to be allies with these countries so we can partner with them to combat this internet crime. But at the end of the day, there's always some money in it for somebody. So what money is in it if we partner with all countries internationally? Your identity is at risk. Your identity is already at risk. But the true story behind why your identities are at risk, has it ever been told? Yes. Do people listen? No. I feel like people have become immune because every single day we're hearing of some big giant company or whatever accidentally releasing our information, and then they come back and they pay some enormous fee that is enormous to us. But if you look at their books, it's like one of those things where, you know, if you got $119.19 in your banking account, right? So basically that to them is like the $19.19. They still get to keep the big 100 over there. So my point is, it's nothing to them, and they know it. It just sounds big to us, but it's nothing to these people. They don't give two craps. Yeah, I sold your information, so what? Yes, my employees are corrupt, so what? We said sorry. We said we're going to give you some free credit monitoring, right? But the thing is, we need to really, we need to put our foot up these people's asses for this stuff, because it's gotten us in a lot of trouble. Literally. Alright, I'm over here this year, what's this? Almost 2 years I've been fighting. And then they like to hold secrets for their friends. And then they got the family members and all this other stuff, people lying and stuff, and they're paying folks off in the family. And if you look somewhere, my family got NDA signed somewhere with somebody. If it ain't with that nigga over there, then they probably got it signed with, one of the state of Connecticut or whatever state this is being fought in. Because yes, this is a real case. So it's just insane to me, the stuff that people will do. Like, they'll dress up in a wig and pretend they're you. And I keep having, I don't know, I know this is like some new moon in Leo or whatever, but I keep having these confirmations. I don't know if it's a confirmation, but I will tell you this. When I went in that courthouse, the judge was looking at me. This is when I went physically. She was looking at me. And my mother and my brother and my sister, they was on the other side because I took them to court. When I tell you, my mother looked like she was praying to God, like, Lord, please don't let my extracurricular activities come out. Because I really didn't know what was going on at that point. I knew my father died, and I knew they all took off. And I knew my sister would come over here literally every day to every other day. It was every day, then maybe every other day. It depends on whatever she was doing, working or whatever. She would always be here. So she just stopped randomly out the blue sky. She asked me some questions about some YouTubers, which I found weird. Come to find out, she emailed the YouTuber who's a Virgo. And I don't know what kind of business they had going on, but I know that she would often travel to see my Aunt Rosamay, and I know that they was always up to something. I also know there was something with her and Karen, right? The other sister. So I don't know what that was about, and I'm very happy that whatever was going on, I have no parts of it. And so I'm very happy about that. But I'm telling y'all, these people monitor your phone calls, everything. They're feds. So you're not getting away with anything. The thing is, there's, again, because you guys are down here, it's like you're very conscious. These people living above ground, they literally have no idea. It's all good times and beer for them. They have no idea what's going on. So they're going to be hit. So while you down here, what they say, building your ark, all right, getting ready or whatever it is. And some of you still got people that, oh, what are you doing? Getting ready. They're all laughing. Yeah, but them going to be them same just coming over to your house. Let me in, please, Lord. You're not coming in. Because the Lord going to make it so you can't get in anyway. Before you make it up the first step, He's probably going to wipe you out or something. Or something like the ground is going to crack. And it's going to drag you to the other side of the street where you thought you were close to getting into the house, but it's like He took you further away. But only this time you're in the midst of rubble and you can't get it. So what seems like a mile is now 10 miles due to blocks and bricks or whatever. Whatever those cinder blocks, whatever it is, that's some sort of damage, or a cracked earth can, whatever damage. And I hate to use that as an analogy, but that's exactly what it is. It's like you feel like you're coming close to do something, and it's like you're yanked back. That's exactly what that is. But you're yanked back by some sort of danger or explosion or natural disaster. I keep picking up something with a natural disaster. I don't have any cards, guys. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've been seeing something with natural disasters. Definitely food shortages. We already know that. That's a given. Our harvests are not. I put a ton of seeds. I don't know. That's just me. I don't know. So I want y'all to just basically be careful about the devil trying to come on in where you done told him he got to get out, where you're building your ark and these people trying to get in. It's kind of, remember the Titanic when they said you can't put nobody else on this boat, we're all gonna die. So it's kind of like that. I mean, you've been down building and trying to grow food and stuff like that, and you got all these people eating up your food at the end, and there was no point in doing it. You was the one that listened to God and did what he said, so why would you turn back now? Why would you wait till the ground is opening up, right? Because it can't handle some natural disaster. Why would I go outside to rescue you? I can't. Besides, the Lord's going to make it impossible. There's going to be people out there that want to help, and they can't. They want to help the wicked because their hearts say, oh, let me help them, and they can't. He's going to stop you from helping certain people. I'm being honest with you. Like, that's literally one of the downloads. If you want to call that a download confirmation, I guess the train just came. Okay, again, confirmation. So I don't know. I don't know if it's a natural disaster. I don't even know where this thing could be, but in terms of what I'm saying is symbolic. Don't build your ark for somebody to come back and take it all away from you. Sometimes it sucks. It sucks, but you ain't make that choice, they did. Alright, y'all, love you, bye.